Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he He's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
Back to throw, it's Slater. Catch in the middle, it's Marcus. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Lost to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Marco. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Just keeps slinging it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. A little release to the back. Plows through the defense. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. They want to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's live. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. To the air on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top. Beautiful.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Barges ahead. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Slater. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. tough to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he lobbed to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. He'll pull it on the read. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this center down gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Finds a man on the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw it. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure's coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a crease, it's Gentry. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try the run. And the Ducks get enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. Hunt is on its way. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the ground game. Defense not budging. pitching, he's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Nicholson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Across the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wants to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up 14 over Utah. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Smucked into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. QB draw. He breaks a tackle. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Gentry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. The jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The power of Ocfb Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. On the option. Quick toss. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Irish send out the punt unit. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. He'll get this drive started from the 29. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Lost the throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Got a man. It's Moore. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The give from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Coming up, fourth down. Timeout.
They'll play it safe and try for 3.
Number 13.
One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short. But they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Score right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Shepard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nicholson. tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. With the catch, it's Shepard.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Give him 6. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Shepard. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Notre Dame right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of himself. Quick spin on the run. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play, trying to get the edge on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Turning it on. No, he got loose. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arizona State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Moore. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defenses have absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Running through contact. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball. And that time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Ready to try the point out. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Sets up the screen. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Yates. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the return. He gets a block. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Gives it on the option.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Now the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. The inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Ducks are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
attempt to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over Utah. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Yates. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the running back has it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. Hard running there. Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might as well stick with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Back to pass. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They want to run it left here. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Going deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here come the Irish back on offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Unloads quickly. Working their way. Closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Banks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Going downfield for the big play. Catches it past the sticks. His feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Going up top again. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. It's Banks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score, and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation for...
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. Got enough space. Touchdown Wolverines. And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. Tripped up for the tackle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it, fires to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Clay. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time it's complete. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from this. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Clay. Trying to convert this second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And the try is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
And I understand the decision, man. You got a chance to take the lead with this field goal late in the football game, but your kicker just doesn't come through, and it was so close. The dreaded doink. Now this game is going to get very interesting down the stretch.
Completes it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Good timing on the quick out. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He's got the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. How about those sweet wiggle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Looking for space, it's Webb. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the Wolverines will move the sticks with the 1st down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And find your weapons. Nice job on the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Notre Dame. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Odom. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Right on the money. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up, and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. 70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Looking for room. It's Webb. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
And you know that has got to feel good. Taking the knee, you're going to win this game. They needed to turn this thing around after suffering consecutive losses the way they've been doing. They just needed something to go right. I love the fight in this football team. They all played as a single unit here today. And now it'll be interesting to see if they can build on this.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Chambers. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a two-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in an empty set. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Motion from the back. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Tootin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Slater. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught downfield. Syracuse right back at it.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Wide open downfield. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Foster. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. Bill marking at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running with the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing time. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Orange. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really happen? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the back. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back has it. Slithers into space.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Georgia going up tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Webb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Dozier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes him to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average, They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, read option right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. The inside handoff. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, buddy.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it on the sneak. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll give it to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep. just trickled through his fingers. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Just drives in between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. He lost one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. The give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Made a defender miss. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, King! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Georgia, 13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll do it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Canes come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Diving for the goal line, and the ball's not free. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
College football, they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Syracuse. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He got the toe down. That's going to look spectacular on his social media, but not so much for the down and distance after he loses yardage.
On the play. 3rd down coming.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Mung. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down. There he goes.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
At the 36. Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.